I remember there was a time when we was kings and queens, prophets and rulers, judging the earth. But now we stuck at the bottom of the totem pole. Where did we go wrong as a people? I think our people need to understand this with a wake-up call and give them understanding on what's going on. So bring it.
Early morning, rise up, open your with empty Hennessy bottles up on the shelf, cause everybody wanna be a king, selling out their soul for this mean green cream thing. Paper chasing but not facing the facts that as a nation we all done got lax, and letting the devil control us and thinking like them damn Africans that sold us. We in captivity because they hold us.
Shalom. We went out to set prayers up. We done, Francis and Murr, put the spirit correct, got the spirit right. So we want to go into doing the reading. We're gonna start into where we're gonna read where Numbers, chapter 16,
verse 1.
Verse 1. We're gonna read all the way through Numbers chapter 18, basically to 32. We're gonna do that. So we're gonna have hold up. Abiyar and the brother Jeremiah, man. We're gonna be doing the reading together. And then anybody else to come in, we're gonna salute in and then have those brothers add into the reading. But we're gonna get started with Abiyar. You read Numbers chapter 16. And then you said 1 to 42?
Yeah, 1 to 42.
Who's a better reader? I'll do this. We're gonna let Jeremiah start first.
Okay.
Numbers chapter 16, right? Let you read first. And then what we're gonna do is, if there are any questions as we're reading and there's questions that are popping up, we're gonna stop, answer the questions. You know what I'm saying? Keep everybody involved in the story, doing it that way. And then kind of keep going. So if you're online and you got a question, feel free, ask. Make sure the question is pertaining to the reading, so we can keep the reading going, so everybody can now, we can make sure that we're in the Torah and we're going over the history, we can stick to the story of the history. So if you ask a question that got nothing to do with the reading, then we don't write that down, call you back, or we'll try to, if there's time later in the evening or the afternoon, we'll answer it then. Or you can call during the week with that same question, and the brothers could answer it, during the week. But for today, we'll keep it with the Sabbath. We'll keep make sure, we read, we got a lot of history, we got a lot of understanding, and then we went from that way. We kept everything kind of flowing and going that way. So we're going to start I said Numbers chapter 16, and we're going to read verse 1 through 1 through 42. But what I want you to do is I want you to read real loud, clear, so that way they can hear good, okay?
All right.
All right, brother.
Book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 1. Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, and the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and on the son of Pelet, sons of Reuben, took men. And they rose up before Moses, with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore then lift you up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
Let me say this real quick. So it's just kind of getting so we get an understanding of the story. You're looking at now, these men, or these men that were supposed to be princes or renowned, were trying to come up against Moses and Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Look, they were trying to put like Moses, trying to say that Moses and Aaron were trying to boast themselves to be the heads of Israel. And the Most High put them in a position that they're in. So now we can go into the story and understand This is one of the problems and the issues. Like we read about, like we were with the class last night, where the class is about your elder and our respect for your elder. So we read an example of men of Israelites that didn't have that respect for who the Most High raised up. Right? So read on.
Numbers chapter 16 and verse 5. And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show who are his.
There you go.
And who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. Even him whom he had chosen will he cause to come near unto him. This do, take your censers, Korah and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doeth choose, he shall be holy. You take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi.
Wow.
And Moses said unto Korah, hear, I pray you, ye sons of Levi, seemeth it but a small thing unto you, that the God of Israel hath separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. And he hath brought thee near to him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee. And seek ye the priesthood also? For which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord. And what is Aaron, that ye murmur against him? And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether a prince over us? Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. And Moses was very wroth, and said unto the Lord, respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and they, and Aaron tomorrow. And take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring ye before the Lord every man his censer, 250 censers. Thou also and Aaron, each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the glory of the Most High appeared unto all the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went into Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. So they gave up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan and Abiram on every side, and Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby ye shall know the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own mind. If these men die, the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up, with all that pertain unto them, and they go down quickly into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel were round about them, fled at the cry of them, for they said, Lest the earth swallow us also. And there came out a fire from the Lord, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hallowed. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make them broad plates for a covering of the altar, for they offer them before the Most High. Therefore they are hallowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel. And Eleazar the priest took the brazen censers, wherewith they that were burnt had offered, and they were made broad plates for a covering of the altar, to be a memorial unto the children of Israel, that no stranger, which is not of the seed of Aaron, come near to offer incense before the Lord, that he be not as Korah and his company. And as the Lord said to him by the hand of Moses. But on the morrow, all of the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, Ye have killed the people of the Lord. And it came to pass, when the congregation was gathered against Moses and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of the congregation, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared.
All right, that's it for the first reader.
42, man.
Yes, sir.
Good job, man.
So,
Second reader's up. You got second reader? Numbers chapter, you're doing 43, right?
right, 43 through 18, 21.
Wow, that's 2 chapters there. All right, good. Any questions come in yet, sis?
No, sir.
Okay, cool. Let's keep rolling, man.
Numbers chapter 16 and verse 42. And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment. And they fell upon their faces. And Moses said unto Aaron, Take a censer, and put fire therein from off the altar, and put an incense, and go quickly unto the congregation, and make an atonement for them, for there is wrath gone out from the Lord, and plague is begun. 47. And Aaron took as Moses commanded, and ran into the midst of the congregation. And behold, the plagues was begun among the people. And he put on incense, and made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. Now they died in the plague. Now they that died in the plague were 14,700, besides them that died about the matter of Korath. And Aaron returned unto Moses into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the plague was stayed. Any questions on chapter 16?
And if you do a recap, you look at what the Most High did. The fact that they came up against these men that the Most High appointed. And from that, the Most High sent the plague out that ended up destroying a lot of Israelites.
God.
You know what I'm saying? These are Levites that swore they was the priest. The water, sis. These were Israelites that swore they was the priest. They was on some level.
Mm-hmm.
But you end up trying to come up against the ones the Most High anointed. And look how the Most High dealt with it. And then the Most High to send those men back in to, Moses had enough mercy, put it that way, to now still go back in and now stop what was happening to Israel, these men, for what they ended up doing. That's why the Most High tell you to rebuke not an elder. You know what I'm saying? So now you can understand why he was so against that spirit. That's confusion. You know what I'm saying?
God.
But go on, keep reading, man. Where we at?
Verse
17.
chapter 17,
right?
verse 1. Numbers chapter 17, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and take every one of them a rod according to the house of their fathers,
Uh-huh.
and of all their princes according to the house of their fathers 12 rods. Write thou every man's name upon his rod, and thou shalt write Aaron's name upon the rod of Levi. For one rod shall be for the head of the house of their fathers.
Wow.
And thou shalt lay them up in the tabernacle of the congregation before the testimony, where I will meet with you. Verse 5. And it shall come to pass that the man's rod whom I shall choose shall blossom, and I will make a sense from the murmuring of the children of Israel, whereby they murmur against you. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, and every one of their princes gave him a rod apiece, for each prince one, according to their father's house, even 12 rods, and the rod of Aaron was among their rods.
So you showing you I had to now appoint this one man to rule over them because of their murmuring.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the mind frame you're in, you're murmuring against these priests of Israel, these men the Most High set up. Because you didn't understand what the Most High was doing. As a people, we didn't understand. So we're doing the same thing now. We murmur against the brothers that the Most High sets up. Mm-hmm. So this is the reading goes perfect with the class we was talking about. By that order, man. You know, it's important to the Father. It's that spirit of order that we're supposed to be operating out of. But read on.
Numbers chapter 17, verse 7. And Moses laid up the rod before the Lord in the tabernacle of witness. And it came to pass that on the morrow Moses went into the tabernacle of witness, and behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of Levi budded, and brought forth buds, and blossomed, and bloomed, and blossomed, and yield almonds. Verse 9. And Moses brought out all the rods from before the Lord and the children of Israel, and they looked, and took every man his rod. And the Lord said unto Moses, Bring Aaron's rod again before the testimony, to be kept for a token against the rebels, and thou shalt quite take away their murmurings from me, that they die not. And Moses did so, as the Lord commanded him. So did he. And the children of Israel spake unto Moses, saying, Behold, we die, we perish, we all perish. Whosoever cometh anything near unto the tabernacle of the Lord shall die. Shall we be consumed with dying? And that's the end of chapter 17.
Okay.
Go on Numbers chapter 18, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Aaron, Thou and thy sons and thy father's house with thee shall bear the iniquity of the sanctuary, and thou and thy sons with thee shall bear the iniquity of your priesthood, and thy brethren also of the tribe of Levi, the tribe of thy father, bring thou with thee, that they may be joined unto thee, and minister unto thee. But thou and thy sons with thee shall minister before the tabernacle of witnesses. And they shall keep thy charge, and the charge of the tabernacle. Only they shall not come nigh the vessels of the sanctuary and the altar, that neither they nor ye also die. 4. And they shall be joined unto thee, and keep charge of the tabernacle of congregation, for all the service of the tabernacle, and a stranger shall not come nigh unto you. Verse 5. And ye shall keep the charge of the sanctuary, and the charge of the altar, that there be no wrath any more upon the children of Israel. 6. And I, behold, I have taken your brethren, the Levites, from among the children of Israel. To you they are given as a gift for the Lord, to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. 7. Therefore thou and thy sons with thee shall keep your priest's office for everything of the altar, and within your veil, and ye shall serve. I have given your priest office unto you as a service for a gift, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. 8. And the Lord spake unto Aaron, Behold, I also have given thee the charge of mine heave offerings, and of thy hollow things of the children of Israel. Unto thee have I given them by reason of the anointing, and to thy sons by an ordinance forever. 9. And this shall be thine of the most high, the most holy things reserved from fire. Every oblation, every oblation of theirs, every meat offering of theirs, and every sin offering of theirs, and every trespass offering of theirs, which ye shall render unto me, shall be most holy for thee and for thy sons. 10. In the most holy place shalt thou eat. Every male shall eat it. It shall be holy unto thee. 11. And this is thine, the heave offering and this is thine, the heave offering of their gift, which with all the wave offerings of the children of Israel, I have given them unto thee, and to thy sons, and to thy daughters with thee, by a statute forever. Every one that is clean at thy house shall eat of it. Verse 12. All the best of the oil, and all the best of the wine, and of the wheat, the first fruits of them which they shall offer unto the Lord, them have I given thee. 13. And whosoever is first ripe in the land, which they shall bring unto the Lord, shall be thine. Every one that is clean in thine house shall eat of it. 14. Everything devoted in Israel shall be thine. 15. And everything that openeth the matrix of all flesh, which they bring unto the Lord, whether it be of men or of beasts, shall be thine. Nevertheless, the firstborn of man shall be thou surely redeemed. And the firstling of unclean beasts shall thou redeem. 16. And those that are to be redeemed from the mouth, from a month old, shall thou redeem according to thine estimation, for the money of 5 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary, which is 20 gerahs. 17. By the firstling of a cow, or the firstling of a sheep, or the firstling of a goat, thou shalt not redeem. They are holy. Thou shalt sprinkle their blood upon the altar, and thou shalt burn their fat for an offering made by fire, for a sweet savor unto the Lord. 18. And the flesh of them shall be thine, as the wave beast, and as the right shoulder of thine. 19. All the heave offering shall be the holy things, which the children of Israel offer unto the Lord. I have given thee, and thy sons, and thy daughters with thee, by a statute forever. It is a covenant of the salt forever before the Lord, unto thee, and to thy seed with thee. 20. And the Lord spake unto Aaron, Thou shalt have no inheritance in their land, neither shalt thou have any part among them. I am thy part and thy inheritance among the children of Israel. 21. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tenths in Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So any questions on that so far?
Lot.
Okay, cuz we're gonna keep on moving on.
So that's pretty much talking about how, like how Levi they don't have their own portion,
Right.
and that's why when they're scattered amongst the tribes.
And then also it showed you an order was set up.
Right.
There'll be an order set up in the way things are gonna be done. And then we're going even here. You're right. Everyone was given a portion to heed. Everybody was supposed to offer, but Levi wasn't. But you're doing it because now it was all under Aaron. But now as you go through more reading, you can understand what was going to be the service of the tribe of Levi, right? The priest.
Okay.
We start at verse 22. Neither must the children of Israel henceforth come nigh the tabernacle of the congregation, lest they bear sin and die. But the Levites shall do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they shall bear their iniquity. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, that among the children of Israel they have no inheritance. Like we're talking about, right?
Right.
But the tithes of the children of Israel, which they offer as a heap offering unto the Lord, I have given to the Levites to inherit. So the priests were supposed to be taken care of.
Right.
So this is when things were set up for the priests to be taken care of, and how it was going to be done, right? They was going to now be servants to the people, and the people was now going to take care of them. Okay. I have given to the Levites. I have given to the Levites to inherit. Therefore, I have said unto them, among the children of Israel, they shall have no inheritance. And the Lord spake it unto Moses, saying, Thus saith unto the Levites, and say unto them, when ye take of the children of Israel the tithes which I have given you from them for an inheritance, then ye shall offer up an heap offering of it for the Lord, even a 10th part of the tithes. So that was a priest offering. Like we do this no different than we do today. We do the priest offering. So now they was doing that back then. The priests were taken care of.
Right.
So it wasn't like.
There's somebody online that they said they can barely hear you.
Oh, okay, got it. Maybe just that better. Oh, there we go. We gonna go back so we make sure we're clear. The part we're showing is that as you read, we're reading and we're finding out that the priest offering, there was a priest offering, and the priests were taken care of by the people. So no different. This was something that was supposed to continue throughout our generation. That the priests would continue to be taken care of by the congregation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be that. Jacob catching the truth, not the truth, but in the world, they done turned it all the way wicked. He's buying airplanes and jets and all kinds of things going on. That wasn't how it was supposed to be. Right. But the people that did the men that did the service of the Most High, the Levites, the priests, they were supposed to be taken care of by the congregation. So that was never going against what you had the tithes. We're talking about this, even that was a tithe. You had to make sure that the men that did the service of the Most High, they were taken care of, right? So now we're verse 20. Let's go up. We was at verse 25. That was my mic was better. This was better. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Thus speak unto the Levites, and say unto them, when ye take of the children of Israel the tithes, which I have given you from them for your inheritance, then ye shall offer up the heap offering of it for the Lord, even a 10th part of the tithe. It says, and this your heap offering shall be reckoned unto you, as though it were the corn of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress. Thus ye also shall offer a heap offering unto the Lord, or a heap offering, unto the Lord of all your tithes, which ye receive of the children of Israel. And ye shall give thereof the Lord heap offerings to Aaron the priest. And they had even a portion of what they got, they had to make sure Aaron was taken care of, right? It says, out of all your gifts, ye shall offer every heap offering of the Lord, of all the best thereof, even the hollow parts thereof out of it. Therefore, thou shalt say unto them, when ye have heaped the best thereof from it, then it shall be counted unto unto the Levites as an increase of the threshing floor, and as the increase of the winepress. And ye shall eat, and ye shall eat it in every place, ye and your households, for it is your reward of your service in the tabernacles of the congregation. That's how the priests are taken care of. The church took care of them. That area, that city, they took care of their priests. That's what it's supposed to be, right?
Right.
It It says, and ye shall bear no sin for reason of it. It says, when ye have heaved from it the best of it, neither shall ye pollute the holy thing of the children of Israel, lest ye die. But you look at it, that means the brothers and sisters of that city, were supposed to take care of the priest. They were supposed to do that. It's always been that way. Right? Where we at? That was in 32, right?
Because the priests, they already, the priests already, they do so much in their service.
That's it. And there was, if I'm dealing with all the issues of that city, their spirits, all the sin offerings, everything else, this kept balance. I like that. It kept balancing this. If I wasn't allowed to go out and build for my family, and I had to make sure that I took care of the congregation, then it was only fair that the congregation took care of me as a priest. You know what I'm saying? And then if Aaron was the head priest, then they had to take care of him. So it kept humility. That means if that city grew, if the city grew and the city got more, then it wasn't wrong for the priest to get more. You see what I'm saying? It kept balance.
Yeah, that's a perfect balance, because it's not like how it's so imbalanced like at the churches, like how the priest would be the one with the linear jets and the big mansion houses and the 5 cars, and the congregation are living on pennies.
Right. You see that? You see there was no balance now. Now you got these churches. You're right. They scraping every dime out, but the church wealth is supposed to come off of a tenth of what the nation. But now for this priest or this congregation, I usually call it the priest, the Levites then, for them to even get a tenth of it. I'm getting a tenth of it. So if we lived like rich men as priests, then how were the people? They were very rich. You see what I'm saying? They were spiritually built up. Everything. The Most High blessed them so we could get a tenth of what they were blessed on. So the investment was always in the people. It wasn't in the fact that we just take it and take it and take it, but your congregation is struggling. That's not the way we read. That's not what we're reading. Reading about if this congregation was wealthy, then we got a tenth of that wealth, but we were able to be taken care of based off of that.
So we know the Most High is one of just weights and balances.
There you go.
So he's not going to give one more than the other. He's doing all the service of the Most High. It's supposed to be taken care of.
There you go.
Those that labor, you know what I'm saying, are worthy of their rewards. So.
Now I'm going to say this. Think about this. Now if that congregation is not built up, right? If they're not taken care of, if they're not being blessed, if the Most High is not blessed them, there's a flux of money coming in where they have to give the tenth. There's the issue now. You know what I'm saying? Then those priests got to now be doing their job. They got to be doing their job to get the spirit of the congregation, that city right, so that the Most High bless them. And if the Most High bless them, now we can get from that blessing. But it keeps balance now. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that the priest is not taken care of, or the congregation was getting pulled from, or the city at that time was getting all the money pulled from it, but was nothing being put back in. You built the city. You built the spirit of the people that was in that city. The Most High blessed them, and you were able to be taken care of from that. It keeps balance.
God, you know, also while you're talking, it makes me think like how the people were a reflection of the priests, and then the priests were a reflection of the people.
There you go. So I look at that keeps that balance. Because if your congregation spiritually is growing, then they're being taken care of because you're being taken care of because they were spiritually growing. You know what I'm saying? So if this person has more and they're giving, they're not giving because they're last, they're giving because they have it to give. You see what I'm saying? But you invested, you built up that person's spirit. So you can't look at the priest, oh, this brother is wicked. No, they wasn't wicked. Look at the congregation. That's how you gauge if they was right or not. If the congregation was homeless, you got them out there selling newspapers on the side of the road, and you taking leaving that money, you ain't built them up.
Right.
If the truth of it is, you're not supposed to take all of it. It's not supposed to come to you. It's supposed to be a tenth of it that comes to you.
Right.
But if you built them up, then I'm able to now live the way I live based on the fact that I was here receiving a tenth, but their spirits were taken care of.
Con.
You understand?
Con.
Let's go now. We're gonna go from there. We're gonna go to Isaiah now, right? We're gonna jump. Hold on, I'm gonna add something. I know this kind of goes fearing. We'll go to Jeremiah chapter 23 real quick, right? Let me read a couple of scriptures again. Jeremiah chapter 23. And we're gonna start at I'm gonna read verse 1, right? Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1. It says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. It says, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away." Right? And it says, "Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith the Lord. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries where you have driven them." How did we get driven away? We went looking for that spiritual support. You know what I'm saying? The thing that we would get from the priest would be that spiritual. You built me spiritually. I'm able to now come in here, do the work, please the Most High, and the Most High bless me. But if I can't find that with this priest, now I'm going to the next priest. Now I'm going to this priest. Now I'm going to these brothers. Because I'm not getting spiritually what I was supposed to get in this group. But by doing that, if I'm not a priest or a Levite or a teacher, whatever I call myself, if I'm not investing into the spirit of the brothers and sisters that are with me in my congregation or in my city, then they have to go somewhere else. I am scattering them. I'm not doing the job that I'm supposed to be doing. And that's what the Most High has against me as that leader. I have a job to do. You see what I'm saying? So even as men are becoming these priests, what's the investment into the spirit of the people that you're dealing with? Or are they going other places? If they're going other places, then you're not doing your job. So the Most High said there's destruction that comes to you because you're not supposed to scatter. They're not supposed to go other places. They're supposed to spiritually grow right in the place they're at.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So, like going with the class last night, so would it also be, the priests weren't giving the people what they needed, but wouldn't the people that the Most High put that priest over them, shouldn't they continue to push through and find out what the Most High is trying to teach them in having that priest?
Because let me say this. Now let me be frank. For a priest not to give you, that means he ain't teaching. That means when you're coming with your questions, your issues and problems, I'm coming with them and he's not there for me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because if I'm a person, man, and you come to class and I teach, I'm doing the thing I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I got your mind right. Now, if you don't do it, there's nothing I can do about that. But I got your mind in the right place where I showed you how to please the Most High. You know, it could have been something simple as you got to be more spiritual. You got to come more class. We got to go through these books. We got to be in the Bible more. If you come into class and I'm not here as a priest, or there's not a teacher here, then whose fault is that? That's the priest's fault. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm here, I told you to come, but you don't come, That's on you, because I'm doing my job. You just not letting your spirit get fed.
Come.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
To that point, or if it was counsel, I said, listen, now we're going to come together and counsel about your situation. Now, if we do that, and I'm here for it, I'm doing my job. I'm here to deal with this spirit, this situation. Hold on, I'm here as the priest.
Right.
But if you don't show up, then that's on you now. You see what I'm saying?
Come.
So how I keep myself blameless is the fact that I always keep that priest is supposed to be accessible to the congregation. He's always there. Where I made sure if I couldn't physically be there was another priest there for the congregation.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? That's what we go into. It's supposed to, it should be that way as we go into it. But if we're not going to do that, then all we're doing, if I'm not going to do my job and I'm sitting and the congregation is having to go to other places, you're scattering them. But the Most High said he was going to bring them back. Right? Verse 4. And it said, verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of the flock out of all countries, whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their foes. And they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lack, saith the Lord. So the Most High said what? If that priest don't want to do his job, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to set a priest up. I'm going to give him a shepherd who will be there for them. So that proves the point I was making. That if that priest is there teaching, accessible there for you, looking after your spirit, he's doing the job that he was supposed to be doing. If you ain't there, you're the one not receiving. But the Most High already said, I would send that flock. If I was scattered, that means everybody out there is scattered in this place to that place. Where they'll end up being? Sitting in class somewhere.
Right.
Learning. Getting fed. Getting their problems dealt with. Getting those scriptures. Everybody's going to end up in that situation. Because if you don't, if everyone out there, they are the flock of the Most High. So they'll end up coming in. And now, for the fact that I came in, I was able to get my spirit fed because I did come on in. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go back. Now we're going to where Isaiah chapter 66, right? And we got a new brother too, man. Come on up. Walk down in. It's your time.
Read?
Yeah, come on to read.
Oh, okay. Isaiah what?
It's Isaiah chapter 66. You got to come up there, right? You got to come slow there.
Yeah.
You want to slow there, right?
No, we shall.
Listen. Majo.
Come here. Yeah, come on. You state your name. Look how sure.
So you say it's David, right?
Yeah.
So you say David. Just repeat after me. David.
David.
Shabbat Yashal.
Shabbat Yashal.
Yahawada.
Yahweh.
Ban.
Ban.
Yashala.
Yashala.
Barak. Imagine. Barak.
Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Shana Barakatah.
You salute to us.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shah.
Barakatham.
Barakatham.
Yeah, good time. Come on up.
Oh, you want to come?
Yeah, get on here. Perfect.
Good, bro. Spot this.
Yeah, you can read
Ready?
Isaiah.
See, not sick.
Come on, it's ready, man. Read Isaiah chapter
66.
66. You're going to do 1 through 24. There you go. Is that the fruit?
Yeah.
There you
What's the whole chapter?
Isaiah 66, 1 through
The whole chapter.
the whole chapter.
go. And as questions come up, we have questions?
If the brother can move a little bit
Come on.
towards you, sir.
There you go.
Huh.
That good?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. And if there are questions, we're going to keep going. All right? We're going to answer. Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 1.
Come. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye built unto me, and where is the place of my rest?
Go ahead.
For all those things had mine hand made, and all those things have been, said the Lord. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor, and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my words.
So I'm going to just say it on that point. As you're reading it, you figured out, we're going to that point of how the Most High took care of the congregation, the way it looked at. The one that was poor in spirit and poor in contrite in his mind, is the way what he had, is that humbleness. So if I came in and I had that humble spirit, it was something set up for me to now grow. I've already been broken down. If the world broke, cool. I was supposed to come in and be rebuilt back up. So that was the office of the job of the priest. His job was to make sure that, you know what, okay, for all the sins, for everything going on, I made you right with the Most High. My job was to get you right with the Father, right? So if I did my job and got you right with the Father, the Most High increased you. Your obligation was to do what now? Come back and take care of the priest. You know what I'm saying? With the tenth, with a portion of what you was growing. So you're supposed to go out and keep working, allowing the Most High to keep building you up. Because if you grow, the congregation, the priest will be taken care of more. So the bigger, the more elaborate the school is, the more elaborate things are, because you had more to give. The Most High blessed you with more. He blessed your household, so it was more that you could give back. You understand? Read on.
Chapter 3. He that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrificeth a lamb as if he cut off a dog's neck. He that offered an oblation as if he offered swine's blood. He that burneth incense as if he blessed an idol. Yeah, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighted in their abominations. I also will choose their delusions, and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. A voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice of the Lord that rendereth recompense to his enemies. Before she travailed, she brought forth, before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. Who had heard such a thing? Who had seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Shall I bring to the birth and not cause to bring forth? Said the Lord. Shall I cause to bring forth and shut the womb? Said thy God. Rejoice ye with Jerusalem, and be glad with her. All ye that love her, rejoice with joy with her. All ye that mourn for her, that ye may suck and be satisfied with the breast of her consolations.
So all the Most High is showing, or Isaiah was showing us that for everything that Israel's been going through, the Most High was going to now be there. It ain't like we going through this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? For everything that we having to go through, all the suffering we going through, he's going to be there at the other end. He's going to make sure that we're taken care of. That's what he's talking about. All right? Read on.
That ye may milk out and be delighted with the abundance of her glory.
Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord, behold, I will extend peace to her like a river, and the glory of the Gentiles like a flowing stream.
So as he said, I was going to extend peace to her like a river. I mean, that's where we finna be living in. We don't live in peace right now. Black on black, I'm saying, crying to have the Black Lives Matter to everything else. That's not what we live in. We live in a time of war, spiritual, physical, everything, right? But the Most High said we was going to be, that's what He was going to extend to us. Peace is going to be like a river to us. Constant, consistent, constant flowing. This we have to look forward to. This was coming to us. Y'all understand? Go ahead.
Glory of the Gentiles.
Right. And everything they got, the rich they have, this coming to us, that faith, who we are, now having a name again, having a name, having a, being recognized as a people. That's coming to Israel.
Come.
Because you think about it, it's been over 450 years, and we still unrecognized. We Black, Hispanic, we still, you know what I'm saying, what the slave masters called us.
Right.
We've never been called who we were, called by our name. Even the crazy thing is the people that's on our land don't call themselves by who we are. It comes to Jews, Jewish, you know what I'm saying? They don't even claim. So as a people, we still don't have an identity. And that's the one thing every nation on this earth can glorify it. They have an identity. You know what I'm saying? They have a seat. They have a voice. They'll call us Americans because we still in the place of our captivity. You know? So the Most High showing us that that's all now coming to us, having that glory. Being able to be called a people, having our own land, our own rules, our own identity. You know? Our own language. That's power in this world. You know, that's crazy. That's what makes the rest of it, that makes the nations better than us, is that they have their own language. They have their own land. So even the Africans, right? They're recognized. They got their own land, their own language, everything else. We the only people still here under our slave master. And we called by him. We are not known. We are people that don't exist. But not again. The Most High, that's what the Most High God's coming for us, is that that's not what's going to happen. We are going to now be at peace. We're going to have that glory that is deserving of us after we done built this place up and can't leave. That's a damn shame. You done built it and can't leave because you don't have an identity. You don't even have a home to go to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We'll keep reading now. Where you at? Verse 13?
Second part of 12.
Read on.
It says, and the glory of the Gentiles like a flowing stream, then shall ye suck. Ye shall be born upon her sides, and be dandled upon her knees.
Read on.
As one whom his mother comforted, so will I comfort you.
Wow. Read that again.
As one, verse 13.
Yeah.
As one whom his mother comforted, so will I comfort you, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem. And when ye see this, your heart shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb. And the hand of the Lord shall be known toward his servants.
And I like one point. I'm going to cut you off. I want you to finish that verse. Okay. But you got to look at it. He said, you was going to be comforted. It says, and ye shall be comforted in Jerusalem. We've been looking for comfort here. That's our problem. This is the place of our captivity. When we're looking to get comfortable here. If I vote, I'm going to get comfortable here. If I go out and get that degree and get a better job, more money, I'm looking for those things to bring me comfort, and they don't. Righteousness is what's going to bring you comfort. That's what I'm running from. If I just stick in my world, shut my door, I'm supposed to be trying to find comfort in the fact that I could close the door. I can shut everybody out. I get up and I go through my little routine, and I'm trying to find comforts. I'm trying to find comfort in the gym, you know what I'm saying, in the club, you know, with friends and family. I'm trying to find anything that I can look at and say, okay, you know, this feels comfortable. And the Most I don't have that for us here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We either doped up, drugged up, drinking, trying to find some type of comfort, trying to find a relationship. I'm trying to find that man, or I'm that man trying to find another woman, or trying to find a woman. Because I feel if I get that, I will finally be comfortable. I will be safe. The Most High, like, that's not, you're not going to get that here. This place was designed for one thing, to get us to come back to serving the Most High. He never meant it to be comfortable. This is the place of your captivity.
God.
You can't be comfortable around your enemy. This is the man who hates you. You know what I'm saying? They show it every single day how much they hate us. How you try to get comfortable in a place that you hated. This is the place you're supposed to observe the opportunity to learn to live right. You know what I'm saying? The Most High already had that place set up where we will finally live comfortable. He said, this is what the Most High also said about, it said, rise, depart, for this is not your rest. Mm-hmm. He said, this place was polluted. You can't rest in pollution. This place is wicked. There is no comfort here. Our comfort is in the book. Our comfort is in the fact that if I live right, the Most High will come back and honor me that way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He will take me to my comfort. Read 14 over again.
Come on. Isaiah chapter 6, chapter 66, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And when you see this, your heart shall rejoice.
Your heart shall do what?
Rejoice.
Read on.
And your bones shall flourish like an herb.
Read on.
And the hand of the Lord shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies.
Read on.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Read on.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Go ahead.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves,
Read on.
in the gardens behind one tree, in the midst eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Wow. That means that even the ones that we hear together. We hear in wickedness, but the Most High is going to do a lot of killing, man. This is a place I'm coming to destroy. You can't find comfort in a place that the Most High said he was coming to destroy. That's foolishness. This is the place, this is the time when I was supposed to be here trying to work on getting my spirit right. Mm-hmm. Like we talked about class last night. If you got to stand before the Father, your character has to speak for you. The type of person you are has to speak for you. Your virtues have to speak for you, right? Right. So if I haven't been working on that, as opposed to me working on virtue, righteousness, I was working on comfort, trying to find comfort. You know, I've been focused on trying to feel better about myself, not be righteous in the eyes of the Father, just feel better. I'm tired of being alone. I'm trying to fix that. I'm tired of being broke. I'm trying to fix that. I'm tired of being looked at a certain way. I'm trying to fix that. I'm not trying to fix righteousness. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. That's not my focus. Because if that was the focus, I'd be in class 7 days a week if I could be there. Because every day I'm learning something that I need to change about myself. But this day is coming now. The Most High said this is what he's coming with. I'm going to destroy this place. You sitting here trying to get comfortable, you're going to be destroyed right along with him. Because comfort wasn't what we were supposed to get here. We're supposed to get it right. And then be saved. But if comfort is what you want, you got it. You in your kingdom then. You ain't no different than a white man. You in your kingdom. So you can be destroyed like the rest of them. We weren't supposed to be looking for comfort. Our comfort is coming to us. That's why we're trying to get out of here. You understand?
Question?
Question?
Question.
Somebody have a question on the table, sister?
No, sir.
Okay, great.
On this verse 17, where it says, behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination, and the mouse shall be consumed together, sent the Lord.
Right.
When it says the one tree, is that referencing anything?
No, what it's saying is, I'm trying to hide. It's like I'm in my home, living in my sin.
Okay.
Everybody, you got to know. Except I say this: if this is the place that's going to be destroyed, I can be a homosexual in my house. I can be a pedophile in my house. Everybody doing some type of negative. They hide in their own world doing their negative. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to the fact, even if you thought your home or where you was hiding into your negative was gonna be safe, it ain't gonna be safe.
And
You see what I'm saying?
even behind the approval of the so-called church, you don't go hide behind those people's opinions.
Or the government.
The acceptance of their
Your society.
Right.
Your society, they just pass a law.
Yeah.
Gay rights. Gays have rights.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
But according to the Bible, you have the right to die.
Right.
That's all the rights you got.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm hiding behind is the fact that now, if the world says it's okay, then that makes it okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So then what you just said right there, in the top of the verse, that they sanctify themselves and purify themselves. So like what's good in the eyes of society,
There you go.
what's good in the eyes of the world, they're sanctified. I'm a good person. I'm doing what's right. I'm okay.
Right. What's good in their own eyes.
What's good in their own eyes.
That's why.
When the Most High in His Word specifically say that He left Sodom and Gomorrah as an example on the issue with homosexuality, He left Sodom and Gomorrah as an example to those who should live ungodly afterwards.
Right.
So nobody would have no excuse.
There you go. That's why I like the first part of the verse. It says, "Thus saith the Lord." It says, "Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye built unto me?" Where that's what's supposed to be being built. If this is His world, where's His house at? Where's the one you built for me? And where's the place of my rest?
Right.
But you all these churches talking about this is the house of the Lord.
Right.
This is the house of the Lord. But they don't live by His commandments, so it ain't His house.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, I was on the way over
That's
here.
the thing that's been missing.
Yeah, I was on the way over here, and I was in Third Ward, and I grew up in Third Ward. You got church. I mean, like 5 blocks. None of those religious institutions is affiliated with one another, because there's no way you can have as many churches in 5 blocks, and the community like somebody dropped the bomb on it.
Right.
I seen a woman walking down the street in underwear this morning. It's raining, just walking down the street. I didn't see this when I was coming up in the 60s and the 70s. All that work that your ancestors put in for you to be able to have a better life, and then when you look at the black church, it's not even supporting the people in their community, man.
Yep. That you're right in your point. I'm still trying to be. It's about the
And
money.
I hope I'm not getting away from it.
No,
but this book, how can you have this book, whatever your denomination is, and all the degradation around you, you're not dealing with it?
Now I want you to do something. Now read verse 18 in that same chapter. Check this out. Read 18.
Isaiah chapter 6, verse 18.
Read that.
For I know their works and their thoughts.
Read on.
It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory.
This is what now you gotta look at it. Right now, the Most High is not being glorified. That's why He asked, "Where is His
And
home?"
they shall see my glory. Yes.
We see it. You see, y'all people are lost, man.
Yes.
What you just
Yeah.
described was the mindset of people that are lost. Down,
Man.
you know what I'm saying? In my underwear, I'm coming
Yes.
being drunk.
Yeah.
Prostitution's heavy over everything. I'm lost. Most I'm showing you, this is about building His house. It was always about Him showing His glory. How
Yes.
how is the Most High going to show His glory?
Yes.
He gonna come back, clean it all up. I'm gonna destroy this place, and I'm gonna build my house now. Our job wasn't to get comfortable here. It was to work on preparing for Christ's return. You know what I'm saying? Read on now. It goes right what you said. Read it. Verse 19.
Verse 19. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 19. And I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, Pul, and Lud, that drew the boat, to Tubal and Javan, to the isles afar off, that have not heard my fame, neither have seen my glory. And they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles. And they shall bring all your brethren for an offering unto the Lord out of all nations upon horses.
Wow, they gonna bring them out?
Upon horses.
That means we gonna be brought out of this condition now. Wherever we at. Most times, like they gonna see when they hear about when the world hears about what the Most High did here, they gonna and who He did it for. That's it. We ain't worried about it. They gonna honor you like you're supposed to be honored. It's like bringing you on horseback. It's like they put you on it will be equivalent to they put you on a jet by yourself and flew you to the Father. You know what I'm saying? It'll be to that point as opposed to looking at you like you was nothing. That's why it's important for us to focus on not trying to be comfortable here. We should be working to get to this point where I'm right. I'm one of those people that was chosen by the Most High to now, when it's time for Israel to glory, we're not glorying because we was Americans. You see what I'm saying? We're not glorying because we went to Harvard. We don't glory because I went to college or I got me a nice job or my car at home or the daycare I had my children in or what type of education my children had. We're not glorying in that. How long we was in church, we're not glorying in all this foolishness. Our glory is in the fact that the Most High saved us. Right. That's what we should be glorying at. I'm going to feel good when I get saved out of here. Because ain't nothing here going to make me feel good. What good is it to go buy a $400,000 vehicle and it's going to burn anyway? You see what I'm saying? And I'm driving around feeling good about the fact that I'm rolling, man. I'm in a Lamborghini. Good. It's going to burn anyway, man. So if that is what you call comfort, that comfort is only temporary. We're looking for that comfort that lasts, man, generation to generation. Just having a name. I know that my children, we get into the kingdom, my children will always be, you know what I'm saying, Israelites. They'll be recognized as that. They have their own land, their own language. Like the rest of the world. We understand what we're shooting for. We want to be recognized, huh? I don't want to be a nobody. I don't want to be just, the only thing you can say about me is we were the descendants of the slaves. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing we can say about us here is that we are the descendants of the people that broke their back, worked sun up, sundown. You know what I'm saying? Watching movies about what we went through. And that's all we got.
Living in one-room cabins.
And that's all we got. When it should be the fact that, we remember for that great history of who we were. I want to be right. I want to be remembered as, man, those are the people that the Most High came and saved. Those are the people that can truly say the Father's on their side. Because the world can't say that. Remember, the scriptures say, it says, for the fall of them came the riches of the world, right? So when we fell, the riches came to this world. So what is it, where we going to be at when we're restored? You got to look at it, man. You got to look how rich this world is. And it was all because we failed. So when we restored the power, who can stand with us, man? And I'm not talking about military, I'm talking about financially. What type of, their life can't compare to the life that the Most High has given us. Think about it, if a priest could live off a tenth of what you had, a tenth of it. You can do that now. 10% of your little check, what, $100? You can't do much with $100. But what did you have that that families, not just one priest, but families of Levites could live off of what that city gave? And they only gave a tenth of what they had. Those are great people. Those are very wealthy people. You see what I'm saying? That's the condition that we done came to. Right? You go back and you read Leviticus, and you read about all that we had. Look at the offering. Just look at our, if you get a chance, go back and read just the day-to-day offering. Right? Not the sin offering, but just your daily offering. You had so much, you could give your daily offering. So if you were sacrificing this animal, your meal offering, your wine offering, your oil offering. Look at all that we had, that I could even offer it. I had something to give every day. Look at your little bitty refrigerator now. And you think you doing something.
I'm gonna offer a sandwich.
Brother, I was shopping. I bought it up, man. The refrigerator stock. This little bitty box, man. You gotta look at this little box. The freezer part is about this big. You know what I'm saying? You stocking it up. We poor, man. Where you had livestock, sheep, cows, goats. You had all of this, right? You had sheep, cows, goats, you name it. I had all of this. Now we're broke down to not a leg of a cow don't fit in your refrigerator. So let somebody chop a whole cow up and give it to you. You ain't know, you can't know. You gonna call everybody you know. Man, y'all better come get some of this meat. That's all you gonna say. Yeah. Man, I can't hold all this meat, man. You gotta come get some of this meat.
Come on.
It's the truth.
I was fishing the other day.
You gonna fish? I was thinking.
Let me tell you, I was fishing the other day, I think it was Tuesday morning. And I met this guy, and he came. I was out there. We put up in the park at the same time, and I go on the pier, and he came out there, and he had a throw net. I had fresh bait from my freezer when I got there. That guy, man, he said, any fish I catch, you can have it. And he went down there and threw his net and came back with live shrimp. So I was able to fish with shrimp. Unfortunately, the fish wasn't biting. It was real slow. Right. But just going to show you, though, you know, I can't do nothing with it. I couldn't. He came back and man was giving me all the shrimp I wanted to fish with. Then there's this old man by my house. Every maybe 2-3 times out of the week, he'd go get a trailer load of potatoes, man, big potatoes. And I mean, I met the guy several months ago, and you can go get all the potatoes you want. You know, it's more than enough out here. Just thinking about you talking about now the Levites were getting that 10% from the other 11 nations. Am I right? From us, from all the 12 tribes, right? Other 11 tribes. Yeah, that's a lot. So you look at what we had to the point that we are poor now, and I'm trying to get comfortable in this condition. That don't make no sense. I'm happy the fact that I can go to the refrigerator and open it up, and my refrigerator stopped because EBT came in. But look how much we waste. Food stamps is in, so shit, I can go ahead and listen. That's bad. When you look at it, that's all you have. You think about what we had before. You had enough. Your family was huge, man. You had something to pass on generation to generation, man. You look at cognacs, right? When you do a cognac, you deal with something that was barreled, aged wine. You talking about, when we talk about giving the wine offering, right? Strong drink offering. Look at what we had. We had wineries then. Because I'm able to go to my winery and give a wine offering or a strong drink offering from olive oils, just oils. I got vineyards of this that I can now have it crushed, and I gave it to the priest as an offering. If I sinned, I could go and I have to give an offering to that. But I'm able.
look what I have to give offerings.
Right.
You got to look at what condition we were in to where we're at now. That's what we're talking about. We're not even known now. We have nothing. We rent. And we still borrow land. We don't even own it. We borrow it. We work it. So what I'm making is, let me get back to this reading real quick. What I'm making is that the Most High is showing us the condition we fell from. You know what I'm saying? Question?
Yes, sir. There's one online.
Right.
Question: who are these present-day nations in Isaiah 66, verse 19?
Verse 19.
He said the present. Who are the present nations?
The present-day nations.
Tarshish. Paul.
Oh, I'm not even on. That would be something we'd have to research to be able to figure out who they are today. Some of them, I mean, you go from your 18 nations, we can go to some of them, but now here he's reading that. He's reading here. If you look at it, when he says, "And I will set a sign among them, and I will send them send those that escape of them unto the nations, to these places." So we'll know more as this starts to unfold. The Most High is going to be showing us where He's sending us to. If it's about escaping, so I'm not even going to try to now sit here and predict where we going to be going to. I know what condition we in now, but whatever the Most High has in store for us to go. I mean, you got brothers that's going over to Israel right now, saying, we need to be back over here in the Promised Land. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers leaving the States and going to different countries. They going to South America. They going to different places, trying to predict. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say this is what the Most High is intended for us to go. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to say is, I know the Most High intended for us to be comfortable here. That's the understanding. You understand? So even for the brother that asked the question, our comfort is in the fact that I'm not supposed to be comfortable in America or wherever you at in captivity. I'm not supposed to get comfortable. I'm supposed to be working to be right so that when the Father saves me, He saves us out of the condition that we're in. And the places that He's making us escape to, that will be revealed. Right now, our focus is to now, let's get right so they know it. We'll be ready for when that time comes. You understand? Well, let's read on.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 20.
Go ahead.
"And they shall bring all your brethren for an offering unto the Lord out of all nations upon horses and in chariots and in litters and upon mules and upon swift beasts to my holy mountain, Jerusalem."
To where?
Jerusalem.
So it's showing you where we were leaving from, coming to. You see what I'm saying? And the condition in which they're going to bring us here. But we got to wait to see after the Most High come and destroy this place, as He makes this place suffer. That's why He said we don't get comfortable. This is not your rest. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, He said, then sudden destruction will come. So this is not for us to get comfortable. This is for to get ready. Ready to deliver us. We're ready to go. But you got to think about this, man. You got how many people is stuck. They don't invest their whole life into what they have. Right. I built my home up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to leave my home. Man, I have family and friends. But what's going to happen to them? A lot of them are going to die here, man. A lot of them ain't changing. They ain't focused. They're going to die here. That's just the truth. You know? I have to accept that. Because this wasn't a place for us to now be comfortable. This was about us learning to live right so that we can change, that be ready to be received by the Father. Your best bet is to go teach. I got to get them to change their outlook. But it's hard to get our people to look at what's important. When, like you said, their whole life has been invested into this world. your life, you've invested into this world. And you can lie to yourself as much as you want. You can tell yourself, yeah, you know what? I'm going to be comfortable here. Save me. That's what you're telling yourself. That's you. I ain't read that. The Most High said, come out of for my people. Give me real quick. Hold that. Give me Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. Right? Revelation chapter 18, verse 1 and 2.
Revelation chapter 18.
Verse 2, sir, verse 2.
And verse 2.
Uh-huh. And
he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying.
Let everybody get it real quick.
Okay.
When you got it, just say cut.
All
right, read it then.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice.
Go ahead.
Saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
This place is going to fall. But if this place is going to fall, then everything you've built to be comfortable is going to fall with it. Mm-hmm. The job is going to fall. The cars is going to fall. Civilization, as you know, is going to fall. That is what's been predicted. That's what the scriptures say. This place is Babylon. This is spiritual Egypt. Mm-hmm. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. Read on.
Is fallen and has become the habitation of devils.
Read.
And the hold of every foul soul.
He's trying to get you to see that this place is not going to be unlivable. You are not going to be able to get comfortable here. That's the point. I'm not going to say, oh, what's the foul soul? Mm-hmm. It's already foul. When you watching a woman walk down the street in the morning in her drawers, man, that's a foul spirit. The lies, the wickedness is out here every day. Those are those foul spirits. Mm-hmm. This is the home of it, where you're gonna get comfortable in this type of environment.
You know, comfort is.
There ain't there, but we faking it, right? You know what we do? We even teach our children to have to adjust to this foul spirit. Right? Yeah. We teach them, you know, we gotta toughen them up. I gotta take you to the hood so you can get hard. You gotta walk around with a chip on your shoulder. You driving around with a gun in the
protect your own people.
Yep. The sad thing is, you know, listen, we know that if this is about the world, we got every foul spirit going on out there, but the only thing that protects us is a little bit piece of metal that you call a lock.
Yes.
When you close your door and turn that little key, I go to sleep thinking I'm safe. That's it. You better understand the person keeping you safe is the Most High. That's why what the Most High is trying to keep us safe in America. He's trying to get us out of here. Read on.
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
This is the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. That's all we have here. We drive around, road rage, everything else. You never know when it's gonna pop off.
Can't blow your horn on y'all little bit.
You can be in the club, man. You out in a place that you trying to go out to have a good time. Mm-hmm. You gotta watch your back because you never know what demon is there. You be at the grocery store, you don't know what demon just walked up on you. This is the place we live at. This is a place that you're trying to get comfortable. But you can lie to yourself if you want to, because what you do is, I'm a lie. I turn on a movie. I turn on a good movie. I don't watch horror movies. I'm watching them happy movies. I'm watching love movies. I'm watching all that foolishness so I can lock my door. And because I'm watching this, I'm seeing the good of this place. My door is locked. I don't even deal with what's going out there. I go to work. I come home. I don't get involved in the wickedness going on out there. You in the middle of the wickedness going on. And every day, the Most High give you a little reminder, you get touched by somebody.
Yep.
You drive another road, and all of a sudden, this person is tripping. You in the grocery store, your family member, they got affected. Somebody that did something hateful to your child. Mm-hmm. get a taste of it every day. This is the most I was trying to get us out of. This is not the place for us to get comfortable.
Right.
Finish it up real quick. Verse 3. That was in 3.
That was in 2. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Read on.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
And we know this talking about America. Every nation is still over here. They get a taste. They got a part of our culture where they at. McDonald's in every damn country.
Mm-hmm.
That means the hamburger, the French fries, and Coca-Cola is in every corner of the earth. Everybody has got a taste of this place.
Mm-hmm.
From music to you name it. But the Most High showing us this is the place he was telling us fallen. He said, come out of her. Get out of this. I'm not supposed to get comfortable here. I was supposed to be working on my righteousness and preparing myself to go.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been my focus. Is that the end of that one?
Yeah, it's in 3.
We will go back now. Isaiah chapter 66, and we're going to read verse,
Second half of verse 20.
yeah, just read 21.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 21. And I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, said the Lord.
Read on.
For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, said the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain.
Wow. Read on.
And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to the other, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Lord.
That's how we know the Most High's house hasn't been built. We built it. You know what I'm saying? From Sabbath to Sabbath, new moon to new moon. He said, this is going to be about us coming to worship the Most High. But it's going to be, as a nation, we're going to do that. Not small pockets.
Right.
But as a people, with their own culture, their own history, they're going to come worship the Father in his kingdom. Read on.
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me.
Read that again.
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me.
Go ahead.
For their worm shall not die,
Read on.
neither shall their fire be quenched,
Go ahead.
and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
So it's showing you this ain't happened yet. That's to answer that question, sister. To answer the question to whoever posted that online. That's why we don't know where it's going. These things all still have to come about. They still haven't happened yet. Because right now, the white man's still in his kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting on him, waiting on the Father to come back and destroy this place. But what we have to understand is our job. We're supposed to be focused on everyday living right. Not trying to get comfortable. That's the mistake we keep making. We're trying to establish ourselves in America. This place is falling. That means it ain't coming back. It's never going to look. It's never going to be right in the eyes of the Father. This the Most High blessing this place. He's coming back to destroy it. But if I'm still here trying to live this life, I'm going to be destroyed with it. You got to look at the fact, even if we do get that, say we get the spirit of showing and this, we got to get out of America. If we got to get out of here, but I'm afraid to leave what I built here. You know what I'm saying? Because if I leave, what good is my degree in a different country? Right?
No good.
Ain't no good. What good is my job in a different country? It ain't no good. I can't take the job with me. The degree was only good here. So that whole time, all I was doing, I've been building to build something to keep myself stable here. not realizing that it does me no good when the Moses said, you got to leave this place. But it's fallen. What I'm trying to get you to see is that you got to start to make your focus righteousness. Being in class, learning the changes I got to make so that I'm more right. I got to be more linked in. I got to be linked in. Because I'm going to come to this, I'm going to come here one day looking for Sabbath service, and the doors ain't going to be there no more. It might be the desk might be still there, but I can't figure out why ain't nobody coming to class. Because it ain't there no more. It was time to go. But you didn't know it was time to go because I'm not linked in like that. I make sure I care for the Sabbath, right? I pop in here and there. I come for the Passover or those days, but I'm not really linked in so that day to day I know what's going on. The Spirit is showing this. It's time to. We try to find. We look for our news to come off the internet. So when all of Israel's doing this, and they posting, okay, man, hey, we trying to get out of America. Now all of a sudden everybody's like, we got to get out of America. We texting back, where we going? That's all we end up doing. What you gonna say?
They were teaching the folks like the Most High said he was gonna gather us, right? So they was like when they were saying, "Come out of her, my people." It was like saying, "Come from out of the world."
That's it. They're right. It's that mindset. You come out of a mindset. When it's talking about coming out of my people, that's what we're talking about. You're not trying to be comfortable here. Because if you got to get up and go, like Christ told in Luke, Christ prophesied, he said, when you see armies surpass coming to the city, he said, those that are in the city, flee to the mountain. Those that are in the mountain, don't come back into the city. Right? This is about being prepared. I'm not so attached to what I got going on here that I'm fighting to hold on to what I have.
Right.
Because that's the new mindset that these movies to everything else is trying to put us in. That you got to fight to hold on to your freedom of what you built. We ain't never been freedom for us. I'm not going to fight here in America for freedom that really never gave me. I've been a slave, man. I don't even have a name. So I can't be free if I ain't even got a name of who I am. You just calling me black, that's it.
Change it up every year.
So my point of most I'm showing is that when I gotta come out, I do gotta free. I gotta free my mind. I gotta free myself from the mindset I'm in. And I gotta put down this lie that I'm living. Like, this is home. This ain't your home. This ain't home. And if it is to you, that's you. Listen, you are more than welcome to die with the rest of them. Don't make no difference. That's your choice. Enjoy it. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to say enjoy. Because the only thing coming to you then is death. This is not the place the Most High had in store for us. This place is about understanding, okay, we sinned against the Father. This was a punishment that we had to now endure because we sinned against the Father. It's no more. This is it. That's all this is. This is a place of your punishment. Now you use this opportunity to learn to live right, to get right with the Father, so we can go home. You see what I'm saying? We wait for Christ to come back, right? That's the sole purpose of this. Waiting for Yahweh Shai to come rescue us out of this situation. Luke chapter 1 and verse 68. Read that real quick. Let that go in Jeremiah. Hold on, Isaiah. We're going right back to it. Luke chapter 1 and read verse 68 and then verse 70.
Luke chapter 1 and verse 68.
Everybody got it?
God.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Read it again.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Go ahead.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
He had visited and did what?
Redeemed his people.
Where did he visit? The most is talking about future prophecy, right? He was going to visit and save his people. So he's coming to visit. But I'm coming to visit and then save his people. The so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Cubans, Mexicans. You see what I'm saying? He said, I'm coming to save his people. Read on.
Verse 69.
No, verse 70.
Verse 70.
Uh-huh.
As he spake by the mount of his holy prophet, which had been since the world began.
Read on.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
You're going to be saved from where?
From our enemies.
That's why you try to get comfortable here. You live amongst your enemy. You need to open your eyes and start to see that the person at your job, they ain't your friend. They're adverse to what you believe and who you are. The things they get you to do only destroy yourself. You see what I'm saying? If you try to get me to go out with you, all that's doing is destroying my spirit. The life you ask me to live, the person you're trying to get me to be, goes completely against the Father. That's the world we live in. That's how you know it's your enemy. For everything good that's supposed to come to us, the Most High does what? I'm trying to give it to you, but I'm not going to give it to you in your wickedness. Everybody in the world is trying to keep you living in that wickedness. I want to keep you comfortable in your wickedness. Family. Trying to keep you that old person. Remember we used to do this? Remember we used to be like this? That's always the go take you down memory lane. Trying to get you to go to your high school reunion. Why? So you can remember your high school days. If I went to college, I got fraternity friends, frat brothers. Man, you can come hang out, right? Military buddies trying to get back in touch. Old friends that you ain't known in years trying to get back in touch. I'm trying to keep you attached to this world. I have to break all that off so I can do what, detach myself. No, I don't. That ain't who I am anymore. I'm not that person. See, when I got a Hebrew name, that old man was supposed to die, right?
Come.
That's what Colossians chapter 3 says. You're supposed to put the old man to death and his deeds. So I'm not that person anymore. But what happens is, as you keep calling and contacting and reaching out, and they keep reaching out to you, they keep me attached. That's keeping that old man alive. You understand? So the Most High is about us killing that, destroying the old man, coming out, understanding that you're preparing for something bigger. You're preparing for a life of peace because you're not going to get it here. But the more you live the lie, after I just accept this lie, the American dream, what's out there, and I'm going to accept this lie, then cool. I'm going to die with that lie.
American nightmare.
That's it. I'm going to die with it. Some people don't think they live in a nightmare. Some people like it's okay. And they raise their kids in a damn nightmare.
They call it a dream.
Right.
But it's okay. I was okay. I lied to myself. I was okay. They gonna be okay. You gonna watch your children die right with you. That's all you did.
That's right.
You wasn't a good parent. Who wants the worst for their kid?
Nobody.
But I'll sit every day and take them through this lie and act like everything is gonna be okay over here. You're gonna grow up, have kids, you're gonna raise your kids, and you're gonna be happy. That's a lie. You know it's a lie. Christ come back, they're gonna burn and die, and you had an opportunity. You had an opportunity to get them prepared, to get them right, to save them, but you didn't. You lied. You sold them the same dream your family sold you.
That's right.
You know, go to college, get a good job. Life's gonna be good. That's what you sold to them. Now they died like you died. They died right next to you because all y'all believed this lie. You didn't prepare them for what was coming. Can we ever finish that?
Come.
Finish that. Finish 71.
Luke chapter 1 verse 71.
Uh-huh.
That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
Wow. We in a place where we're hated. So if you realize that this is the place that you're supposed to be saved from, not comfortable in.
Come.
Let's go back. Isaiah 66. And we're going to read 22. Let's finish this up. All right.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord. God. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 22. For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain. Verse 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
I have a question.
Good, okay. You got another question? Yeah.
On verse 21, where it says, and I will also take of them priests, and for Levites, said the Lord. So of the people that he's gathering, he's going to take priests of them, or are we going to be the priests?
Yeah, most I call us a royal priesthood, a holy nation.
But so that goes with that.
Yeah. Remember, this is the future prophecy. This is something that was supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't happened. So you're dealing with here in Isaiah, we were in captivity.
Mm-hmm.
So we were brought in a time where we weren't in our kingdom.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden, this is the Most High reestablishing the kingdom. Getting ready, getting us prepared to be with him. That's why he asked, where is the house that you built for me? Mm-hmm. I don't have my house yet. You understand? So we're going to go to Romans now. Romans chapter 13, we can read verse 1. And if there are questions, please ask. Romans chapter 13. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but God. The powers that be are ordained of God.
And that goes to the point we were making as we keep going through this chapter. Even if the white man's in power, the Most High got him there for a reason right now. This is about our punishment. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to get us to now come back to the Father. Watch, keep reading.
Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
That didn't tell us, oh yeah, you got to now, what the white man is doing out here is ordained by the Heavenly Father. No, it's not. Because he ain't keeping the commandments of the Father. You know what I'm saying? He's not. But the Most High have him set up for a purpose. And we're going to read about that purpose that the Most High have this man set up. It wasn't about us getting comfortable. Mm-hmm. This is your jail sentence. This is a place that you were supposed to get punished, not get comfortable. Read on.
And they that resist shall receive to them damnation.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. For the rulers are not a terror to good works.
Read it again.
For the rulers are not a terror to good works.
We living right, we doing what's right, we got nothing to fear. This man. That's why we're getting comfortable here. Our safety is in the fact that we're not trying to get comfortable, build here. What we're trying to do is get ourselves prepared to leave. That's your comfort.
Come.
Read on.
But to the evil, wilt thou then be not afraid of the power?
Read.
That do that which is good?
So stop. The point he's making is, if you're doing wrong, if I'm not living right, then yes, I should be afraid. And I'm trying to get comfortable here, man. I'm trying to fit in. Because to get comfortable here, you got to do things that go against the Father to fit in. As a woman in this society, I got to live and be a certain way, live a certain way, do certain things, so that doors open for me in this society.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't go to work with my head wrapped all the time. I can't wear a dress to work. I might not always be appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Or a long dress.
Okay.
I'm going to the job. My look kind of got me in the door. This guy liked what I looked like, but now I gotta be a little more revealing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta be a little more flirty with this man. I gotta be in his face. I gotta do certain things that get this door opened up for me. No different than as a man in this society. I gotta clean up, make sure I don't shave my beard off. I gotta make sure I look presentable going to work.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So in all these things, okay, I shave my beard. I know it's against the Most High, but the Most High understand. No, he don't understand. Then you could have built something, you could have used your mind and built a business where you didn't have to shave your beard, where you could wear it. I got to bald my head now because it's the look. It looks good with the suit. It looks clean and professional.
Right.
See, the afro don't look clean and professional. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'll do all those things because I'm trying to now fit in, trying to make these comfortable. I know in certain areas I live in, I just can't dress how I want. Because now all my neighbors come out and see me in fringes, like, are you a terrorist? What you doing? I don't get on the plane with your head covered. You a Muslim already. You finna blow the plane up. So I start doing all my adjustments, trying to fit here. But if I focused on living right and keeping the commandments, I don't gotta adjust to them because they're not a threat to me anyway. I got the Most High on my side. The Most High created them. He created them for a purpose, but they're not a terror to good works. The Most High keep them spirits away from me because I've been learning to live right. Mm-hmm. Read that again. What verse you at?
Romans chapter 13, verse 3.
Read 3.
For the rulers are not a terror to good works.
No, read 2.
Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power.
The power you're talking about is the Most High. The one you resist, if the Most High is the one who set it up, mm-hmm. When you resist, you're not resisting the white man, you're resisting the Most High. The commandments you don't keep. When I'm trying to adjust to a place that He's telling me to leave from, all I'm doing is resisting Him. He that resists the powers resists who?
Resisteth the ordinance of God.
I'm resisting the way the Most High set things up. There's a law. These are the elders. These are the system, the way things go. When you come against that, you're coming against the Most High. Read on.
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
I resist means I won't go this direction. I'm not doing this. I'm going to do what I want to do. When I'm in that spirit, all I'm calling to myself is damnation. I am going to destroy myself. That's it. I'm calling destruction to myself. Go ahead.
Verse 3. For the rulers are not a terror to good works.
Read on.
But to the evil.
Uh-huh.
Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power?
Read.
Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
He said, if you do which is good, we get praised. The Most High praises us because I'm doing what's good. I'm doing what's right. Read.
Verse 4. For He is the minister of God to thee for good.
Wow. Go ahead.
But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain.
Go ahead.
For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
So yes, that's the way it's set up. We don't suffer here when we live in wicked. The wicked are going to be destroyed. This is the punishment. This wasn't about us continuing to do wickedness. You were supposed to get hit enough out there to say, you know what, I can't live like this no more. I ain't trying to go through this anymore. I got to change how I'm living and what I'm doing. I got to learn to live right so I can start getting blessed in my life. That's supposed to be the mindset. But that ain't the mindset of our people. When we get hit and doing worse, you know, that's all we're doing. I'm going to get hit in the spirit, hit in this, get punished for whatever I'm doing, then turn around and go more into it. I'm going to drink it off. I'm going to find somebody new. I'm finding all these ways to escape as opposed to just living right. Read on. What verse you at?
Verse 5. Romans chapter 13, verse 5. Wherefore ye must need be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake.
Go ahead.
Can I make a point?
Yep.
I highlighted this verse right here because I like how it says not only for wrath, but for conscience sake. So like not doing what's right only because you're gonna get hurt for it, you're gonna get some kind of punishment for it, but because in your conscience you know that's not right to do.
There you go. And like I said, your conscience, you know what's gonna happen. So I'm not just doing it because the Most High gonna be angry at me, but I understand, man, this is what I'm losing. I'm losing something now. This choice, the choices I'm making, the only person losing out is me.
Right.
My family's losing out because of my decision. So I got to be conscious of the fact that it ain't gonna get better. Not just the fact that most I'm gonna be pissed off, but it's not going to get better for me if I don't start doing things different.
That's right.
But I gotta stop lying to myself. That's why I keep going to that point. Because you'll know a person that didn't show up. I don't come to class every day. Why? Because I tell myself something. I tell myself I don't need this. I don't really need to go. I don't need to learn. I don't need to sit and get in this book and learn these scriptures. I need to change anything. I'm a good person. I ain't out here I work and come home. I ain't out here. So when I tell myself that, change. Yes, you're not out there buck wild, but you ain't perfect yet either.
Right.
So it's still work that I need to do. And I'll never know what I need to change until I come in, sit, learn. Now I can make the adjustments and be right. You understand? Read on.
Verse 6. For this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing.
Read on.
7. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor.
So the Most High showed us we have to look. It's not just, I like it to Romans 2. This is what it's talking about the Romans. The Most High had them spirits set up for that destruction, to make us suffer. But I gotta stop and now come back, and I got to do what's expected of me. I gotta live right. I gotta even show them that respect. So I'm not out here arguing with the cops. You know why? Because I know what they set up for. I'm gonna show them their respect. I understand they're doing their job. I'm moving on. Their job ain't got nothing to do with me. Their job is to fight crime. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna be a criminal. So if I ain't no criminal, we ain't got nothing to say to each other.
Right.
We're walking by each other, man. You know what I'm saying? So when they pull, if it's a racial profiling, all right, cool, I'm black. The man that was robbing, he black. Good. When we walk by, I ain't got nothing in my pockets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no dope on me. I ain't got this on me. I might have been in this neighborhood driving down, but I ain't doing what they doing. So I'm not the one you're looking for. We keep on moving. Even when you pull me over, you see me in fringes. You see me in my shield on. You see me with my beard, my hair braided. I'm not, you can tell by the way I'm dressed and how I carry myself. I'm not doing that. And most of the time, you go on your way. But the Most High is showing us, I gotta honor, respect what they designed and set up to do. Let me stop trying to fight what the Most High set up. Let me focus on living right. I don't gotta fight the system. I beat the system by living right. Because when I live right, the system ain't got nothing to do with me. But if I'm out there doing what they're doing, then I'm gonna suffer whatever things happening to them, it's gonna happen to me. Because my life is, I'm doing that. I'm out there putting myself in that environment. I ain't talking about driving down the street getting a ticket, because we all got to drive down the street. It's how the things that was coming from. You know what I'm saying? When you rolled up, when the cop rolled up on you, sitting in the parking lot, you smoking. First of all, you ain't supposed to be defiling your temple anyway. That was a strike against you. We ain't doing all those things. So I could have stopped. My car could have broke down. I stopped to get out the car. But I'm not doing nothing wrong. So even they walk up, can you need help? You go to this? Oh no. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna change this flat tire, man. I'm going on. But he don't smell weed. No. You know what I'm saying? He ain't seeing I smell like liquor when he talking to me. He walked up, I'm talking crazy to him. I got spirits on me. Why you pulled up on me? Because I'm black? No, because you had a flat tire on the side of the damn road. That's why I stopped. There's a whole bunch of black people in this area. But for whatever reason it is, by my righteousness, that's what saved me from a lot of this out here. But I understand he's doing his job. This is the punishment to the wicked. To the ones that resist and don't want to get right, there's that punishment. So when I know I got that spirit on me, where I'm resisting and I don't want to get right, then this is what's out there for me. Because I still got to go out there. Your safety is in righteousness. I'm going to make sure I keep pushing that point. So any other questions? That was the end of the reading, right?
So I guess just a little recap. So in Numbers, it was going over how the people were murmuring and they got swallowed up.
Right. They was coming up against the priests.
They come up against the priests.
And then the Most High had to now take that power from them, or the Levites was coming up against Aaron and Moses. So the Most High had to take that power from them, and they had to be subject to Aaron, right? Right. And then we read in Isaiah, the whole time the Most High been trying to set something up. He's trying to save us out of a condition. Then on into Romans. This is about that spirit of being resistant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to stop resisting. I got to learn to follow. I got to learn to subject myself to the program. I had to go and do it. I don't know, whatever's in my head, but out there, they ain't number death out there. So I got to now become, like we read, give me Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. I got to understand my position, my place.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1.
I got to understand who I belong to. Read that.
Just say, "Calm." You got it?
Got it. Calm.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1.
All right. Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called.
And Paul said that. He said he was a prisoner of the Father. That's what you are. You are a prisoner of the Father. That's who you was put on this earth to serve. It wasn't about being comfortable. We're trying to build you something in America. It was about the fact that I understand that I belong to the Father. So I'm supposed to walk worthy of the job that I'm called. I'm supposed to be there serving him, not putting something together in the world. Come on. Read on.
Verse 2. With all lowliness and meekness.
You know what that is? That's a person that's not resistant. I'm humble. I'm going to do the things I'm required to do. I'm going to be where I'm supposed to be at. He said, all lowliness with all meekness. Go ahead.
With long suffering.
Read on.
Forbearing one another in love.
I was supposed to be in here trying to learn to work with the body. Learning to get along with the body. I wasn't supposed to be out there in the world trying to be comfortable with them. I'm trying to get comfortable with my enemy.
Sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah, my enemy ain't always just white.
That's right. Say it.
My enemy is my people with white values. They got the same color skin, they just got white values.
You got to look at the news.
That's it. They are Americanized. That's who they are. That's not where I'm supposed to be at. My job is to get right with the Father. I need to give him more. But if I have a lot to learn, I'm not learning. I'm wasting time. If I'm coming once a week, if I show up on a Sabbath day, I'm not learning much. You know what I'm saying? If all I'm doing is, you see me at the Passover, I'm not learning much. You got years of change. I got a whole life, a whole way of life to learn. So you gotta teach me how to live. That takes every day to work on changing how your mind thinks. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just change it over. I came for a few hours. I got class, and I went right back. I guarantee by Monday or Tuesday, I'm back to thinking the same way I was. Where I'm trying to do a lot of little studying, reading, to keep me spiritual. I'm not saying studying don't keep you spiritual. What I'm saying is you still need to be around the body so that somebody can show you the things you need to work on in yourself.
Just want to add that that's why Howard Shaw said that the first thing you must do is deny yourself if you want to come after him.
Yeah.
You got to first deny yourself, and that's one of the problems in the body of Howard Shaw today. Most people have denied themselves.
Oh yeah, no, because the world ain't built. That's what I said about being Americanized.
Yeah.
That's not the way it works.
But he said
you got to take
first.
care of yourself.
Yeah.
I can't put the Most High first.
Yeah.
Because the way you know a person is putting the Most High first is they come here first. Mm-hmm. Now this is a crucial part of their day. Getting to class, getting to the point where I'm reading the scriptures. That's a crucial part of my day. You know what I'm saying? Being humble enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna subject myself to the body, so that now whatever you see in me, you're gonna see it. All right? I'm putting myself out there. Here, this is who I am. If it's right or wrong, correct me now.
Right.
This is who I am. We are so used to church. When you go to church, you present yourself on Sunday, you present yourself a certain way. So I look righteous because this is the part you see of me. But let me be with you every day. You're going to start seeing some different sides of me, right? Now when you see different sides, now we're in this book. Hold on, sis. Nah, that's going against the scriptures. That's a flaw in your conduct. That's a flaw in your character. But we've been so conditioned from religion to present ourselves a certain way. We have good church etiquette. You have to sit down, be quiet. I'm gonna dress right. So I come in here, I dress properly. I carry myself a certain way. But you don't even know what to clean up in me. But we hear every day in this book. I get to see different sides of you and say, hold on, okay, let's go to the scriptures and show you how to deal with this. How to deal with this in yourself. That's what this is about. It's about really cleaning up. That's what baptism is about, right?
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come up there. That never would happen in church. I've been in church where I've seen the pastor put people behind the pulpit because of the job they have. They're looking at how much time they will get off of you. You work for the city. I've seen this.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd throw that in there because, you know, you shocked me when you did that. I wasn't used to
It's all
that.
good.
But I appreciate it though.
God, we need to read it, man.
Yeah.
We need to read it so it's good. But the Most High showing you out.
Yeah.
As you grow and change,
Yeah.
you're going to watch the more blessings come to you.
Yeah.
That's all it says. This how you know. I take pride in the fact that, you know what,
Yeah.
we can say this. When Christ came back,
Mm-hmm.
we were at least, are we prepared to go? Like the parable of the 10 virgins, right? He said 5 are wise, 5 are foolish.
Yes.
They all had the knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what, we had 5 that got ready
Yeah.
and 5 that didn't get ready.
Come on.
So you got to ask yourself, where are you standing at? Are you getting ready? Then you got to be this way. You got to be truthful with yourself.
Yes.
If I'm really getting ready, the things I'm building here, I can't take with me anyway. So what's the purpose of the investment here when I can't take it? Now, I'm not telling you you're not supposed to have a car, you're not supposed to have a home, you're not supposed to have a job. That's not what I'm saying. But if I'm more given to this than I have to come to class, something is wrong. You see what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, I'm so driven here that at the end of the day, I can't get to class because I'm too tired. Maybe I gave too much there.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
If I'm trying to change, I need to invest in putting time over here so somebody can work with me. That's even I'm a personal trainer. I'm trying to get my body right? What do? I don't even mind going to the gym or going to somebody and saying, hey, you need to eat like this. You need to work on this. You need to do this. I don't mind it because I'm trying to look better.
You'll come under their bonds.
Always.
You'll take on that yoke that they put on you.
But I won't do the same thing when it comes to the Most High.
Okay.
I won't say, well, I'm trying to be a better spiritual person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to now subject myself to letting somebody show me what I need to work on so I'm more righteous in the eyes of the Father.
Okay.
We backwards. That's how you know we got that love for the world. Because I'll subject myself to the things that are important to them out there, how I look. I'll make sure I look right. Because I know if I don't work on my body and keep my health up, the women ain't gonna like me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get a man because this is what they like. But I won't take the same mind frame to say, man, you know what? I gotta get myself looking good for the Most High Christ, or Yahushua, right? I won't do that. I won't say, you know, when Yahushua comes back, this is what he's looking for. All right, cool. I'm gonna be exactly what he's looking for.
You know, it's almost like the way they do it out here is to get something for themselves. Like they'll dress up a certain way or act a certain way to get what they want out of the situation.
Right, that's true. Like instant gratification.
Instant gratification. And then, you know, I hadn't been coming to the camp for that long, but I've heard of stories of how even brothers or sisters will come and just act a part to use the truth to get what they want out of it, instead of what the real goal is to be ready for Christ.
You could have, it could be no different. The brother was coming to class. He came to class, but he came to class because a woman that he was talking to, she said, well, if you want to be with me, you gotta do this. Okay, I came just so I could be with you. Then I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa, that woman, it was a guy I liked. He was going to class, so I kind of went to class for him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming off for the wrong reasons.
That's right.
It was really about your spirit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'd always say this, then you got your reward.
Right.
There's a guy who came in for a woman, and you got your woman here. That was your reward then.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't come in for the kingdom. You came for this person. No difference that woman. You came for a man, you got a man. You got your reward. But you can't look for salvation to come. You didn't come here for salvation. You came here for this person. So I dressed the part to everything else to get that person. But you can tell when a person is here for their salvation, because I come every day. I'm dedicated. I put the time aside, dedicate to working on myself. It's like these gyms are full.
Yes.
Why is a gym full of between 5 and 7? That gym is packed. Why? People out there working on bettering themselves. Why is it not packed here? Because that's not what is important to me.
They can't see what they're gonna get out of it.
Yeah, you know what? Like I said, I'm not looking for salvation.
Yes.
I'm not. Maybe it's not that bad for me out here.
Yes.
I think that's one of the curses in Texas, from job market to everything else going on. It's comfortable
Yes.
in these places, right? But even if it's financially comfortable, when you get a school, get a job, it's some of your spirit that aches. And that's what most of people. It's some of their spirit that mess with them. And I won't do the things that heals that.
Yes, that's right.
What you say?
You know, from a personal experience, when I was I've been out almost 16 years, and when I was incarcerated, I stayed like 10 years. I worked on my body, but I worked on my spirituality, and I can testify. I've seen people that worked on their physical body. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with working out. I've seen people, and I've seen them out after they gotten out, that put all their time in their physical body. Had a best friend of mine, big old guy, man, worked on it, never been in trouble. When I got out looking for him, he killed his ex-wife, man. He killed his wife, shot her Christmas Day in the driveway in front of his daughter and her niece. Shot her in the head. He doing time right now. Big, massive guy, man, you know. They never been in trouble. I've seen guys in there with me that was huge working out, and they used to talk about us going to the chapel or whatever, working spirituality. I've seen a man, they just didn't work on their spirituality, man. So I can speak from a personal perspective. And really, that Bible, it has to become real to you.
Right.
This Bible is real. When he tell you about body exercise, proper little, and this stuff, people can't deal with you, y'all, or me. When you really go to talking about the reality of what's going on, they can't, man, people can't deal with that, and they don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, man.
I've been in a meeting, they don't want to deal with it.
And I like the point you're making. That's why I said you have to invest.
Yeah.
You got to invest to clean up your spirit.
Yes.
It's got to be a daily thing.
Yes.
You can't. That's why I said when you when you get a chance, y'all here, have the brothers take y'all over baptism. Online, I have a class on baptism so you can understand. It's consistent washing of the spirit. Every day you touched, and somebody that got you filthy.
Yes.
Spirits, they done imposed some of their negative on you.
Yes.
You only have time, you don't even know.
Yes.
You didn't realize that this negativity has been imposed on me. It got me, I came in this, I went to read the scriptures the night before, got in the right mind frame, and then came to work. I was like, whatever the hell was going on in your house, man, now I left work like, man.
Yeah.
I need a drink. I don't even know what happened to me, man. I left positive. I don't know what happened to me. You just got dirty.
Those spirits.
That's so you got to go clean yourself back up.
Yeah.
I gotta every night I gotta bathe, but I gotta go now and I gotta clean my mind back up.
Yes.
Get back in that book, clean my mind back up every day. It's like in the gym, you work out after. I eat 3 times a day and I go to the gym and work out. Because I gotta work out. I gotta burn calories. Things I didn't need, I gotta burn that. I gotta get rid of those things. We understand that concept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We understand the fact that you bathe every day because you just naturally, from just being outside, you get dirty. Body odor.
Yes.
You don't even have to be, you wash your clothes because you understand I had them on, my body naturally gives off an odor.
Yes.
It's naturally going to perspire.
Right.
If I can understand that naturally, how is it that naturally your spirit don't get defiled?
That's right. Oh man, with this stuff I tell you, yeah.
It's naturally defiled. The music you listen to is going to defile your spirit.
That's right.
The people you're around going to defile your spirit. The stuff you watch on TV defiles your spirit.
That's right.
Problem is, you just don't see the effect. Sad thing is, it ain't just like body odor. You with yourself all day, so you don't know you're funky. It ain't till somebody tell you, like, especially to move away, or they don't want to be too close. They let you know, okay, something's wrong with you. So you go to try to find, damn, something wrong.
Right.
In the shower bag, because I know I had to take a shower today. It ain't until people see your spirit that they're able to say, man, there's something foul about this spirit. You need to get this off you. You need to get in the book. I can understand it in the flesh, but I don't understand that in the spirit. Because I go every day without being in the book, without having somebody take me to different places in this book and help me clean up. And you got to think about this. I came from the world, right? So there's a lot that happened to me here that still ain't even been cleaned up. That's right. It hasn't been cleaned up. But if I don't, how often am I coming so somebody can help me work on even those things, those scars? You know what I'm saying? Those blibbit effects to my mind. My mind has been affected here. I learned to do this. Let me forget it. I'm gonna act like it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't until certain things happen in your life that keep bringing those things up. That's the most I'm letting you know you need to get rid of it. You need to purge this. If it's bitterness, I gotta purge this bitterness. If it's pain, I gotta purge it. I could have been a child that was touched. There's still something that's got to be worked on and get me back to being clear-minded.
Clean.
You see what I'm saying?
I have that watching scripture.
Read it. Ephesians chapter 5 and verse
26.
Yeah.
Ephesians chapter 5 verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Now, you got to read up.
Come.
Read 20. Check this out. Start verse 21, right?
Verse 21.
Now, we're going to read this, but we're not talking about just a relationship between a man and a woman. It's also what Christ does with us. That's what we're going to keep this pointed on. That relationship between us and Christ, us and Yahweh Shai. And his job, that's why it's important to come. It's important to be around the body where you can have this worked on. So I'll tell you what we're supposed to be here doing.
Okay.
Read that.
Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21.
Go ahead.
Submitting yourselves one to another.
So if I'm going to submit, I got to come to where the body is at. I'm supposed to be submitting myself one to another. I'm supposed to be accessible to you, like you're accessible to me. We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to be around each other. Right? Go ahead.
In the fear of God.
Read.
Verse 22. Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband, as unto the Lord.
Go ahead.
For the husband is the head of the wife,
Uh-huh.
even as Christ is the head of the church.
Read.
And he is the Savior of the body.
So we understand Christ is the what? No different than man is the Savior of the body, the Savior of the household, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Christ is our Savior, then we're trying to get linked to Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to now win him. We're trying to enter this marriage with Yahweh.
Therefore, unto Christ.
But you ain't going to know what he's asking you to do if you ain't here. Read on.
So let the wives be to their own husband in everything.
Read.
25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church.
How does Christ show us his love? Read.
And he gave himself for it. Verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse.
We've been in this book. When I was in church, I had this book. We was in jail, you had this book, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading it. Everybody out there got this book, reading it, but they're not getting cleaned up. So how do you propose just reading? Somebody had to put the work in to clean you up. That's why the Most High the scripture say, I will give you pastors according to mine heart. which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. It's their job to clean you up. Read on.
Verse 27. That he might present it to himself.
Oh, he have to do what?
Present it to himself.
But I cleaned you up before I took you. So where we're at now, we're in that cleaning process. You got to be cleaned up before Christ comes back. That's why there ain't no rush. We're still dragging our feet, doing our part. I'm not working on my spirit. I ain't even opened myself up to say, you know what, work on this in me. I need to work on this. Shit, I don't even know it's dirty. That's the problem. I don't know what's dirty about me. We going over basics. Somebody gave me the law. Okay, I don't eat pork. I put the pork down. What type of, the right proper type of fish to eat? Right. Okay, I've learned the proper fish to eat. I learned to keep Sabbath day. I put my fringes on. I'm doing those things. Problem is, whatever dirt is on you, whatever wickedness you do, you're not allowing someone to go deep enough to say, okay, you know what, sister, brother, we got to change this. I got to see this about you. Hold on, sis. They could be in a relationship. All your filth come out in the relationship. I just can't stand this man. I'm just beating him. I can't stand this woman. Okay, now I got to show you how to deal in this situation. Well, whatever it is, I got to submit myself and be around so that I can be worked on. Right. That's that cleaning process. That's the way it works. If you're not here, there's no way to clean it. You know? We understand that from the nurse at the doctor's office. You can't get healed till you go to the doctor. You try on the phone, but they guessing. Until they look at you and really see what's going on. Oh, this is what it is. You can call 22 nurse if you want to. She'll be like, well, maybe she'll check the fever. What's the temperature? You got you going through all these things, well, it could be this. It could be this. Then they tell you what? After all that guess, they say, well, bring him to the hospital. Bring him on in and we'll look at him. Right. You could have told me that in the first place. You could have saved me 45 minutes on the phone. I could have been there already. That's what we end up doing. We get certain questions in phone calls and conversations. Like, brother, well, I don't understand what's going on. Come to class, man. I'm telling you to come to class because I want to see you. So we can be able to find out, okay, what's going on in your spirit, what's happening, and be able to now work on this.
Get into some specifics.
Right, but what people do to come to class, they come to counsel looking for what you told me to fix the problem. It doesn't work that way. It's not that I told you, I gave you an answer to fix a problem. It's a lifestyle I gotta teach you that's gonna stop this problem. It'll be like a sister talking about I can't find a good man. Well, you come to class, but just because you met a brother in class don't guarantee a good man. I met a guy on the internet. I don't guarantee he's a good man. You have to now know what you're looking for. Know what the scriptures would say to be a good man. Right? Or even the changes you have to make to get a good man. Scriptures say a wicked woman is given a part to a wicked man. But a righteous woman, she's given to him that fear the Most High. If I want a good man, then the Most High, I got to become that righteous woman. I got to work on my righteousness. The Most High gives me that type of man. But I wouldn't know that until I came around and had that worked on. Vice versa, I'm a man and I can't find a good woman. You got to work on you. So the Most High will send her to you. You don't have to go on no dating sites. You know, you ain't got to put your picture up on your Facebook. You ain't got to do all that. That's something that's given to you. All you need to do is work on your righteousness. So in all of those things, my point is that you have to keep working on yourself. You want to keep putting yourself in a place where I can keep having my spirit worked on. I got to get rid of this resistant spirit on me. The spirit that's got me away because it's not helping me. It's not bringing me closer to the Most High Christ. It's not preparing me for when Yahushua comes back. You understand?
Come.
So with that, I mean, we're going to, I think I went over my time. We're going to go ahead and salute out from this room. It's going to end for the TV. It's going to end for the Sabbath service, unless there's questions. But if y'all have questions out there, we would definitely have no problem going through. But I ain't trying to keep everybody all day. We was here all night last night. Come back today, but like I said, it's been a pleasure being sitting in class and
I enjoy it, man. You can't keep me here long enough. You been where I was.
It's been a good week, man. It's been a good weekend.
Sometimes that class goes to like 5.
Oh, really?
5 o'clock. Yeah.
There's questions, man. I don't mind them, but I like the point the Most High is still showing us.
Not being said. It's not being said. Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and his righteousness, and all things be added to you. You need a man, you need a wife, you know, you need some things.
Let me say this to you after you roll out. I'm going to say this to y'all. I think about this too, man. But you got something. I want y'all to remember something. You making a good point. When y'all go to street speaking, remember that when you out there street speaking, that's your message.
Yes.
That's your chance to help our people.
Yes.
So that's the thing you got to go out and do. You got to get out there and spread the word out, so that that's church to them.
Yes.
And we want to do street corner with it. That's church to them, right? That's the only spirituality they gonna get. It start out where I'm hitting the spirit, then as you go on, you start giving them understanding. And somebody like yourself walk by, heard them brothers out there, it's like, man, what? Let me just stop and listen for a minute.
Yeah.
And they didn't even know you was listening half the time. You was at the bus, they thought you was waiting on the bus. They didn't realize that a couple buses went by and you kind of just sat there, you know what I'm saying, and listened. Or it'd have been no different than it was I just stood up driving down the road, man. I pulled over in the car. I sat down, with the window rolled out. I sat and like, that, but make a good point.
Sometimes I do it intentionally, I do it loud.
There you go.
Sometimes I don't go there to do that, but it just, it all depends on the environment. And it just start coming out like that, man, because I be seeing people hurting.
That's why I say you gotta be that way. You gotta stop to say, hey, you know what? I gotta get out there and teach again.
Yeah.
But like I said, what's killing our people out is we alone. We're trying to find spirituality just reading.
Yes.
You will. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I ain't never gonna tell a person that they're not becoming more in tune with the Father because they're studying. That's the one thing that's keeping you strong, is the fact that you're studying keeps you in tune with the Father. But that you gotta have your spirit fed, like we talked about last night, right? That's what this is about. This is about allowing someone to help me work on those things in me, like in the apocrypha, right? You got apocrypha? I know I sound rich, I know, but I like to give y'all the scripture.
I think that's one.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is. I'll show this all marked up, man. My fault. Give me the book away. It's she was talking about set aside those things that was heavy in your heart. scripture tells you, man, it's about understanding. Most High tells us we're supposed to set aside the things that are most heavy in your heart. You got to go to work on yourself. I got to put this aside. This was heavy in my heart. I got to put it aside. But I got to figure out how to do that. It's easier said than done. So I can tell you, but take the things in your mind, you got to let that go. No, it doesn't work like that. But you got to get some understanding to this. You got to understand this. You got to understand this. You got to understand why this happened. You can go back to your childhood and find out the things that have happened that I got to get some understanding on, so that now that I can go forward. You see what I'm saying? You need all of that. That's what it's about. I want to find the scripture that says that, man. I can't.
It's in the Apocrypha.
It's in the Apocrypha. It'll come to me when I'm on the road going home. Be like, oh, that was the scripture right there. But it's all good. I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. So this is Monday. What's class again? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? Y'all make it. Keep coming. Keep coming. Even if I'm not coming and asking my questions, or coming or saying what's going on with me. A lot of times when you come, the Spirit just works that way. I'll end up getting something I needed. And I know from work schedules to school to everything else, it's hard. I like the summertime, even for kids. They got 8. In the summertime, it's easier because they ain't got to be to school 6 in the morning and everything else. It's easier to come more. But come, invest that time in. I make y'all keep asking y'all questions the whole 9. But like I said, I've enjoyed my weekend, man. I've enjoyed meeting new brothers and sisters, man. Seeing everybody doing it that way, man. You know, from last night even to today, you know.
I enjoyed that. I've enjoyed hearing you too, but you helped me this weekend.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna with that we're gonna end it since we had to turn it off.
Can we just say shalom to the people out
We're
there?
gonna say shalom to everybody, man, and we'll see y'all again on Monday.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.